Hey, welcome to our Tuesday night Ascended Academy call, and I'm really excited for you guys all to be here. I'm going to start off by asking if you have been a part of this academy and a part of Paid Per Letter or Ascended Academy. I want you to put a 111 in the comment before we even start here, because I want everybody to see how many people are already involved and how many people are already doing this. So I want you guys to check out the comments there. That's awesome. I love it. So those of you that are just joining, people that are putting 111 in the comments are people that are already part of our community that are having success. Why did they come back to a presentation? Because they're loving what's happening and they're doing it. So my name is Nikki Rempel. I'm from Grand Prairie, Alberta, very north. Some of you might know where that is. Some of you might not. My husband and I have been entrepreneurs and small business owners for the last 30 years. And that's all we've ever done, actually. However, it was about 10 years ago that we kind of both we were in the oil and gas industry, a small equipment repair shop and an oil field rentals business. And we went, there's got to be a better way to make money. That's literally what we were thinking. There's got to be a better way to do this. The ups and the downs and the craziness of the industry was just about killing my husband, to be honest. And so I didn't think marketing would be anything I'd ever do, to be honest. But I often had people say to me, Nikki, you would be amazing at it. Didn't know. So I actually got involved about 10 years ago into a network marketing company. And I did do incredibly well. People were right. I did incredibly well. And we changed our lives. My husband retired out of small business. He came home for us to work together. But you know, what I found is that, and if you're a marketer, you'll understand this if you've been in the industry for a while, what I found is that it was almost impossible to help most people make money in the industry. So what I went into the industry for was, yes, there was a great product or great services that I had joined, but I actually went in there to change our lives financially. So then in my mind, I thought I'm going to help a lot of other people change their lives financially. But what I found over the last 10 years is very, very few people will actually make money in this industry. So not discouraged, but a little bit frustrated that it's hard to help other people. So I remember 2 years ago saying, if we could find a job in this space, in this industry, everybody would kill it. Everybody could make money that way. I could refer people to the job. I could make money. I could do the job, make money. They could do the job and they could make money. I just remember thinking that would be amazing, but I just thought never would happen. And then about 12 weeks ago, or no, 10 weeks ago, my friend Darcy made a post on Facebook and she simply said this. She said, can't believe I'm getting paid to write letters the old fashioned way. That's all she said. She didn't say message me or anything. She just simply said that. And I messaged her and I said, okay, what are you doing? Obviously, there's an affiliate program attached to it because you wouldn't be sharing it on social media if there wasn't. What are you doing? And when she showed me what she was up to, I literally said to her, this is what I've been looking for because I want to solve the problem of helping people make money in this industry. And now here's something where every single person can make money in this industry. So I got started. I got going on my writing letters. I'm going to show you guys something because if you can follow instructions, you can do this. It's very, very simple. When I went through the school or the classroom, Lisa, who's on here tonight, who's going to share, she simply said, write down these words, tape them to a clipboard, and repeat over and over and over again. So that's what I did. I went to Staples and I got my paper and I got my envelopes and I got a clipboard and I went with Melanie Friesen if she's on here. We went together and we did it together. And I taped it to a clipboard. And this is what I do. This is what I get to do. This is what I get to help other people do. But you know what the amazing part is there's much, much more to it than just this. Since I joined Ascended Academy, it used to be called Paid Per Letter, because when Lisa and Dustin developed this, it was going to be about getting people paid to write a letter. Now that's just a piece of what we do. And I'm so excited for Dustin and Lisa to be on here tonight to share writing letters with you guys, but also to touch on some other things that this company is doing incredible things. What I love is that everything is financial here. It's either helping you make money, helping you save money, or educating you about money. That's what we're doing here. What does the world need right now? I was on a live video today and I was like, what does the world need right now? Well, they need Jesus. I'll just say that. But they also need to learn how to spend and how to earn money and how to save money. And so I'm excited to have Dustin on here. He's from Las Vegas. He's a dad of 5. He is a software developer, a network marketer, a marketer, and just an absolute incredible man, to be honest. an incredible man that has guided and helped us so much in this company. And Lisa is also on here tonight. She's the creator and the developer of this. Absolutely beautiful woman who is going to share her story, why she got involved, what she was doing, and what this is about. But what I really want you guys to hear tonight, this is unique. This is very different than anything you've ever seen and very special. And if you are not a networker and you never want to share this, plug your ears. It doesn't even matter to me if you share this or don't ever share this. But what I want you to hear is if you are somebody who likes to share things that you like, this is a very unique timing for you. And I don't want you to wait on this because the matrix that is here is incredibly special. And I'm just starting to wrap my brain around it. I mean, I messaged Lisa and Dustin yesterday with some numbers and I'm like, do you guys even know? Do you guys know what you guys are going to be paying people? And they're like, yeah, we know. It's mind blowing to me. So anyways, welcome to the call. Thank you so much, Lisa and Dustin, for being here.
No worries. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us for sure. We'll go ahead and jump into it really quick. So we don't have you guys here too long. It's a pretty quick presentation to go over what we have to offer. And as Nikki said, we have different courses inside of our app, which is called Send It Academy. We got different things that, teach you how to write letters and get paid. We got different ones how to open up trust. We got different ones how to save money in your bills, all kinds of stuff. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to focus a little bit more on the main course that got us going. We've been open since about mid-January. The end of January is when we actually had our back office set up and ready to go. But we were doing the soft launch before that. And so far to this day, we've paid out about $500,000 in commissions just on people referring people to Send It Academy. We're completely different than how we get paid to write letters. We'll go over that here in a minute. But I want to just go over the first course, which is you could earn up to $5 for handwritten letters. Now, this isn't a handwritten letter in cursive. This isn't a handwritten letter in script. This just means that you have to physically be the one who writes the letters. They prefer printing, and we'll explain that here in a little bit too. But literally, up to $5 per handwritten letter. If you're watching Netflix, if you're doing what I'm doing, watching baseball right now, you could go and write letters as you're watching the game or hockey or whatever it is that you're doing. You can make up to $5 per handwritten letter. Okay, so a little bit about us. We're a Nevada-based company. We teach you how to write letters to billion-dollar corporations, including casinos. 7 out of the 8 corporations that we teach you how to write to, you'll receive payment in online coins. You'll convert these into cash via online gaming. The whole conversion process takes just minutes, and it really does. You can put it on autopilot, and it takes just minutes. But please, I want to be very, very transparent. If casinos or online gaming conflicts with your beliefs, against your religion, against whatever it is, then this opportunity, at least the writing letters part, may not be for you. We have a lot of other things inside here as well. But if online gaming is against your religion or against your beliefs, then this may not be for you. As I mentioned, though, there is one corporation where the coin conversion is not required, but you still do have to write letters, and it has to do with online gaming as well. So who's this for? This is for anybody, really. Anybody who wants to make extra money. Anybody who needs the extra cash, to pay off a car payment, to pay off a credit card, to buy another car, to get a bigger house, to put their kids through college, whatever the case may be. This is for anybody. Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, retirees, literally anyone looking for extra income. The requirements are simple. You must be 18 years of age. You must reside in the US or Canada, excluding Washington State, Idaho, Michigan, and the province of Quebec. It is not allowed in these areas for some reason. We're not sure. So if you live here, you will not be able to write in the letters. As I mentioned, we do have a lot of other opportunities in the back that you can take a look at if you want, but you cannot write letters if you live in these states or this province. All right, so can you write? So we teach you exactly what to write. When I was first when Lisa reached out to me, I was like, man, I don't want to, is this one of those chain letter things where I got to send it out hundreds of dollars in an envelope and send it out to people? She goes, no, it's not. And it's not. And we show you who to write to. I asked her, I said, well, I got about 24 million, list of 24 million people and their homes from everything that I've done over the years. I can just write to them. She goes, you don't have to write to anyone. You're going to write to the corporations. We show you exactly who to write to, right? We also check your work to make sure that it's correct. This is where the key pops in. And I'll be honest with you guys again. You guys can learn how to do this for free on your own, on YouTube. You can, but you're going to have to wait 5 to 8 weeks in order to know if you've done this right. So with us, you could actually start today and start knowing that you're getting these things done right. You don't have to wait the 5 to 8 weeks and see if it came back rejected if you wrote with the wrong color ink, if you put the wrong thing somewhere, you don't have to worry about any of that. This is a hassle you don't have to worry about, right? A lot of people will say, well, I could learn it for free. You can, but is free worth getting so wasting 5 to 8 weeks and wasting your time, your energy, your materials, all that stuff? It's just not worth it. So we teach you how to do everything correct, the right way. Here's some of our success stories. I do need to update this. This is from a couple weeks ago, and they're coming in like crazy right now in our Facebook group. We got a lady right here that followed the instructions, redeemed the coins that she was given. She cashed out $1,060. And if she continues to write these letters every single week, that means that she could count on making about $1,000 every single week as long as she continues to write the letters. It's basically you get paid what effort you put into it. Another one right here. This is their third drop. They started writing on January 2nd. They had $834 of coins in their back office. They converted this out as well. Yeah, this lady right here who got their first drop, and it was $330. So that means that she wrote whatever that amount is, I don't know, 70, something like that, letters. But then she cashed out with 485 because it's a converting process. We convert these coins is what we do. You have to play through them one time. We teach you everything exactly how to do it. Lisa, you'll hear from here in a minute, made $78,000 last year doing this process alone. And as I mentioned, it's $330 what she got. If she was to write more, she would get more coins. If she was to write less, she's going to get less coins. It depends. You're going to get paid from the effort that you put into this program. All right. So the letters. So they're handwritten letters. They must be written by you, like we've already gone over. You earn these credits in about 5 to 8 weeks. We have seen 9 weeks in certain areas, depending where you live, and mailing those out to these certain corporations. But I really think that what it is they probably mail them out like on a Friday and considering that the week when that's not really the week. So we're seeing the average about 5 to 8 weeks. So as I mentioned, if you are writing these letters every single week, then once you get your first one in 5 to 8 weeks, you're going to get it every single week from there on. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and this is actually when the drops come in. Our Facebook group's going to go crazy like it always does on Wednesdays because people start getting all their drops. And there's ladies that are writing like thousands and thousands of these letters, and they're getting paid the thousands and thousands as well. So you get to write from the comfort of your home as you're, watching baseball like I am, as you're watching Netflix, if you're dropping off your kids at practice and you're in the car writing them, or you're out there getting some fresh air. They take about 4 to 6 minutes, depending on your writing speed, from start to putting the stamp on the envelope. We've seen way faster. We've also seen way slower. When you first start, it's going to be a little bit slower because you're getting through the process. But as you start getting it, and your muscle memory is going on, we've seen it lower than 4 to 6 minutes, but we're going to say the average is about 4 to 6 minutes, depending on your writing speed. So how much can you make? Little examples that we throw out here, okay? If you wanted to write 10 letters per day, that's about an hour per day in 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. You can make an extra $250 a week. That'd be an extra $1,000 a month. If that's not enough, and you go, well, $1,000 isn't really nothing to me, well, then you write 20 per day, or 30, or 40, or 50, or 60. And $6,000 may not be a lot for a lot of people. They may not be a lot. They may say, oh man, $6,000. I can tell you this much. If $6,000 is missing from your bank account or missing from your check that you're getting paid, you would realize that it's there, right? So $6,000 also is life-changing for other people that are struggling, having to drive for Uber, having to drive for Lyft, having to do the Uber Eats stuff, all that stuff, right? This is life-changing where they don't have to go be on the road, driving around the car, putting wear and tear in their car. They could be from the comfort of their home, writing letters and making way more than they would make if they were doing Uber. The longevity of this program, it's been around for decades, literally decades. Now, Send It Academy, we've been around for a couple months. Now, myself and Lisa have been doing this for years and years, marketing type stuff. We've always been in search for something where everybody can make money, and we found it. And now we're adding so much more to this, and we'll go over that here in a minute, for people can make more and more money. So it's not something that just popped up. It's something that's been around forever. Even back from 2001, we had to put a CD into your, your desktop computer with the AOL that was doing all the ringing, okay? It's going to persist as long as these companies exist. That's it. These companies have to offer you these free coins in order to stay open. They just have to. And when they're billion-dollar corporations, they're going to stay open because they want it. This is what they need. The number of people that are sending the letters does not affect your success whatsoever. And it's 100% legal. As I mentioned, these companies have to offer this legally in order to stay open online. And they want it. The more people that do it, the better for them. It's tax write-off for them. They get more people going to their, to their online corporations. They want it. So it's 100% legal. So that's our paid, our letter writing one. We just added a program in the back that's free for all of our paid members that shows you how to go after businesses and offer an app to these businesses. And you get paid $250 for every employee that decides to jump in with you. We have live training on that every single week. Lisa actually does a training on this. She does a lot of the trainings, and she's phenomenal at doing this. We're also going to be adding some stuff in the back to get paid to learn sports betting. I'm not talking about learn how to go put $1,000 in a game, and then if you lose, you go put another $2,000 to get it back. That's not what we're talking about here. We'll teach you the proper way how to do sports betting. If you don't know what parlays are, or run lines, or teasers, we're going to have a course in the back that's going to teach you guys all of that. And we're also going to have some live ideas that are going to go out there too. Like, hey, take the Angels today, or take the Dodgers, or take the Celtics, or take the Flames, whatever it is. And we're going to explain all that to you as well. So that's another course that's getting put in the back. Paid to learn crypto. A lot of people don't know crypto. We're going to have a course in the back that teaches you crypto. We also have a cool little course that is also going to teach you how to fix your credit. Now, I don't know about you, but myself, COVID destroyed my credit. It did. And I've been following the same exact thing right here. That was also taught by Lisa as well. And my credit's already gone up, I think, about 150 to 200, depending on what bureau I look at. And you can do this all on your own with the help of AI now. And we teach you how to do it. So, and it's been about 2 months that it went up with me, by the way. And so it's not something that takes tremendously long. I mean, if you got to go with debt collectors and do all these other things that could take, a year to 2 years to get your credit back up. But this is a pretty cool little program we're putting back there. Pay to set up your own trust. Now, a big thing that we get all the time is, how much do we have to pay in taxes? Well, we just put this soft launch in the back today. It's a course on teaches people how to set up their own trust. We had the guy who has 30 years of experience came on our call for 10 minutes a day. Tomorrow, he's doing a live presentation, exactly what this is, and you can learn how you don't have to pay taxes. So anything that you're going to get from writing letters, you won't have to pay those taxes. Anything, if you got a W-2 job right now and you open up a trust, you don't have to pay taxes, at least taxes on the income, right? You could still going to have to pay your taxes, if you go buy groceries and stuff like that. But as far as the other stuff, setting up a trust. So if something happens to you when you leave your legacy behind to your family, it's how all the millionaires do it. The billionaires, the Donald Trumps, the Bezos, all those guys is what they do is they have a trust. Okay. Also, we just add another program that's absolutely free in the back as well that shows you how to save money on your bills. You basically upload your bills into their back office. In about 4 days, they have a negotiation team that calls on your behalf and gets your bills down. Anywhere from, we've seen, $3,000 in a year to $10,000 in a year, and it's free for you. If they don't save you anything, then you don't pay anything. If they do save you something, you pay half of what they saved you. So if they save you $10,000 in a year, then you got to pay them $5,000, and it comes out monthly, not right away. But you still get to save that extra $5,000. Almost knocked over my microphone. So those are some of the programs and courses we have. We have other ones that we're adding to. It just said US only. That means you could only upload your bills in the US only. You could still be an affiliate if you're in Canada. And I'm hearing that they're adding this actually where you could upload your bills in Canada very shortly as well. So as I mentioned, it's free to join for any members that jump in with us. So anyways, so that's a little bit about what we have as far as the courses and about what the writing letters aspect of it. But I do want to introduce you to Lisa, who's my partner, business partner. She's awesome. She's very good at what she does. She's very knowledgeable. And I just thank God every day that she came into my life. And I want you to hear a little bit about her and how much money she made writing letters, and go from there. Lisa, go and take it over.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to give you guys a brief overrun of me and my life story, and then we'll kind of jump up to where we're at. So I started internet marketing back in 2004. Was also in the real estate industry, was doing it on the side because I had kids, and kids are expensive, as anyone knows that has kids. So I started doing internet marketing. I was extremely successful. I'm one of the type of people that can pick up the phone and talk to anybody, and phone is my friend. I love the phone. So was extremely successful, but just like Nikki said earlier, the one thing I learned, I wouldn't say fast because I did do it all the way through 2013, was that duplication is not something that happens in this industry very often. I would have people join programs with me, and I would chase them down for their basically lesson calls, their training calls, and they would be like, "This is just too much. Just keep my money," and then they would leave. And I was like, "But I want to help you." And so I got really, really burned out with that, really, really tired of that. And at the same time, the mortgage industry crashed. So Had a friend of mine show me how to sell on Amazon. So I jumped into that in 2013. Well, during COVID, Amazon got very greedy. They got their own trucks, decided they didn't really want us on there anymore. So January of 2022, got a warning that if they caught me drop shipping, they were going to freeze my account for a whole year and hold the money. And when you're doing about $150,000 in sales every 2 weeks, that's the last thing you want to hear. So decided, okay, I'm done with this. So I jumped back into the mortgage industry, found out really fast there was a huge need for people with really bad credit, courtesy of COVID. Everyone kind of let their bills go, and more people were falling behind and falling into a really bad spot. So jumped into learning credit repair, got in contact with all of my real estate friends and started doing repair of people's credit, getting them approved to buy homes. I like to help people. About the same time, though, in April of 2022, when I started my credit repair company, my cousin asked me, "Hey, have you ever thought about writing letters for casinos?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Well, I know you're kind of in between with Amazon, going away. I could show you a way you can make, several $1,000s a month, or at the very least, a couple thousand a month, several thousand a week, a couple thousand a month. Whatever you need, Lisa, it's unlimited. You have the choice." And I said, "Okay, well, show me." So she showed me exactly what to do and how to do it. She showed me exactly where to find all of that information. And I got busy. First, I started with 50 letters, then 100 letters, then 200 letters a week. So by the end of 2022, I had mastered the art of not only sending in the letters, but what I like to call converting, which is getting that money out dollar for dollar. I am not a huge gambler, but I do like to play. But my ultimate thing when I do gamble is I like to leave with the same amount of money I come in with, which means if I go into a casino, whether it's in Vegas or it's at an Indian casino by my house, my objective is to take that $100 bill, play it, and if I can double it, get out. If I lose it, get out. And if I get to play and I get to walk out with that same $100 bill, it is a success. I've never been one of those people that's chasing money. God has always provided for me. So, but I do like to play. It is kind of fun to have that experience of kind of hanging out with people and talking and just kind of the socialization part of playing poker. I'm a poker player. So I do enjoy it. But when I started writing letters, I didn't really want to lose it. Just like anybody that comes into this and they're like, well, I don't want to write letters and then not get paid for it. So I spent a lot of time really, really focusing on what was the best way to convert that out dollar for dollar. And that's where the conversion came in. Last year in January of 2023, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to write 300 letters every single week. I did. I was successful in writing no matter whether I was on vacation or I was at home or I was at my kid's soccer field or whatever the case is. I sat down, made sure I wrote my 300 letters every week. That broke down to 60 letters a day, 5 days a week. Took me roughly about 4 hours a day. And because I was sitting at my desk waiting for my phone to ring to help homeowners fix their credit, I was at my desk anyway. So it was kind of like, this is the perfect gig for me. Didn't want to go out and find a second job. And obviously, while I was getting my credit repair up at the very beginning, it was a godsend. So I committed to writing those 300 letters. In January of this year, I got my 2WG, which is what they give you, the casinos give you. I made just a little bit over $78,000 in 2023 writing letters. Yes, you heard that correctly. I made $78,000 in additional income sitting at my desk writing letters where I had to sit here anyways, waiting for phone calls to come in. So in November, I decided that it was time to start sharing this. I went to a wedding back in Pennsylvania. My niece wanted to learn how to do it, so I taught her. And as I was there, my sister and I were like, we really need to just kind of teach people how to do this. This is so cool. So I came home from that wedding and sat down, crunched the numbers on how to actually set it all up, utilized a program I had bought last year that I had bought to resell, but in all actuality, it actually teaches you how to set up your own program. So I set my own program up, and I just happened to make the best phone call of my life when I called Dustin and asked for a piece of software that he had. Asked if I could show him what I was doing. I showed him, and here we are today. So what I love, love, love about what we do is if you can write and you put in an effort, you will, let me say that again, you will make money here. Unlike most programs where you buy them and then you buy another program and then you buy another program and then you buy another program and you never make any money. Here, you simply have to write to make money. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to put up videos. You don't have to go find people unless you want to. And the reason why I say unless you want to is there's 4 additional ways that you get paid if you do. And with that, I'm going to let Dustin take it away.
All righty. All right. Hold on 1 sec. I just messed up and was hitting my presentation and lost where my Zoom is. So hold on 1 sec.
All right, I'll let you grab it back up then and I'll talk for another second.
I got it.
So,
Good. I'm good.
okay.
All
Okay.
right, cool. So yes, so there's from Lise. Lisa's a gem, like I said. Just to have her knowledge in our back pocket alone is worth every single penny that you would even put into this program. But those are the things that we have. You know, those are the courses. Those are the get paid to write letters. The writing the letters, it's about there's 9 lessons that equal about 30 minutes, which you can't really say 30 minutes, though. It's going to probably take an hour or 2 to get through the lessons because you want to make sure you pay attention, make sure you write down your questions, and then go back and watch it again. Okay, but you have these at your convenience whenever you want to. They never go away unless you stop paying. Okay, community support. Our Facebook group is absolutely crazy in a good way. People ask questions and people just love to help, and they answer the questions for them. Template approval. I can't explain how important the template approval is. When people reach out to me and say, Dustin, you know, we could do this for free. And I'm like, yeah, go do it for free. Like when you come back here in 5 to 8 weeks and you wasted all that time and effort because nobody approved your letters, this right here is so important, the template approval. You start sending letters the correct way right after you become a member. The price for this course right here is a one-time $224.99 fee. It includes your monthly setup, your setup fee, and also includes your first month. There's no contracts at all. You don't have to, there's no contracts. If you want to cancel, if it's not for you, or you just don't want to pay any more than $25, you don't have to, but the $25 is included with everything. It includes all of it. All right. So that's a price for the actual app, right? That's to be a part of our community. Now, if you want to just write letters and that's all you want to do and say bills, great. But if you want to share this with somebody, make some money, then you're going to want to stick around for what we got here. We added an affiliate program to this, which is completely optional. You get to earn by sharing, you earn by helping others. It's a one-time $20 fee on top of what you paid already. It's it though, one-time $20 fee, and you can earn some extra income. The extra income that you could earn, well, this is going to say how to qualify. The $20 fee is what it is. I need to get rid of that slide probably. So this is how you get paid. So any person that you share it with that goes and signs up, you're going to get $100 for every person. If you need an extra $1,000 by next week, then go find 10 people who want to get paid to write letters, and you're going to make $1,000. Okay. You also make $5 per month for every month that they're active, that your directs are active. So that 10 people that you brought in will end up making you $50 a month on top of that. But you're going to be so excited. You're going to share and share and share, which our whole community is doing right now. Also, we built a matrix. So this is for people who like to build teams, right? We don't do, it's just one level with the directs. We don't want to get all kinds of crazy levels, but we put a matrix in the back. So that means that as you're bringing people in, they're going to go into your matrix. And as your people that you're bringing in are filling up their matrix too, they're all underneath you. And you're going to get 50 cents per month for every person in your matrix. Doesn't even have to be direct. Now, this is only 10 levels deep. So I think it's like 88,000 total spots that you could fill up in your matrix. And this is paid out in the 7th of every single month for every active member that's in your matrix. Today or yesterday is when we ran the matrix. So our payday is on the 7th of this month now. And I just finished up that payroll earlier today, and it's a pretty big one. So there's a lot of people getting a lot of money from the matrix as well. Okay, the 50 cents, you may go, it's whatever, but it's not. It adds up quick. And the cool thing is too, is we have a matrix match for your directs. So let's say that you were lucky enough to be the one who brought in Nikki. Anything that she makes with the matrix, you're going to make 50% of that. So if you went and found 1 heavy hitter, 2 heavy hitters, 3 heavy hitters, whatever they're making in the matrix, you're going to get paid 50% of that. So if Nikki was to get paid $10,000 in the matrix and you were the one that brought her in, you're going to get $5,000 just from that one person, that one direct. As I mentioned, this is something like you've never seen before. So everybody can make money with this. Everybody's going to need it. Everybody wants it. If they want to get paid, if they want to write letters, they're going to get paid. They're going to share with everybody that they possibly can. This is the big one, the matrix match. It really, really is. So those are the 4 ways that you get paid. I've been doing this for years and years and years. When I first started, I went and bought ClickFunnels. I went and learned how to make my own videos, learned how to make all of my own emails. But we put all that into our back office. So you're actually going to get our same exact capture pages that we have. We all have duplicated capture pages, look similar to this. Also landing pages, look similar to this. Also follow-up emails that you're going to get with our expertise. Now, every single program that we have in the back is going to have capture pages for it, for paid to write letters, paid for the trust, paid for sports betting. All that stuff's going to have its own capture pages, its own follow-up email sequences, all that stuff. You're going to get our training. We do training like crazy. There was a training this morning on our business, our healthcare program that we added to the back. We just did a Q&A about 2 hours ago. We had a little over 250 people that were on that. And it goes in the back office. This Friday, we're doing another training. Tomorrow, we got another training. We give away stamps. We give away vacations. There's so many cool things that come with not just being an affiliate or a promoter, but just with our whole community, that we have. So that's what we have here. Like I said, it's not too crazy. It's not too hard. You don't need a PhD to understand what we got here. If you know how to write, you could get paid. If you have bills, you can save money on those bills. If looking to not pay any taxes, we got a course to teach you how to open up your own trust. If you like sports, but you don't know how to bet, we got that in the back office too. So get back with whoever brought you here. Thank them. Let them know, man, this is thanks for introducing me to this program. And then get their link from them and get started as soon as you can. So, Nikki, do we have anybody who's going to do any testimonials?
Yes, I do. I have a couple people.
Okay.
Lizette, are you there? Let me get Lizette to share. She is from Grand Prairie and an amazing mom, creating income from home. Lizette, are you there? I don't know if I have to unmute you, maybe.
I do see Lizette.
We might have to unmute her. I'm not sure.
I think
you should be able to now.
Yeah. Lizette, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there I am. I couldn't unmute.
No worries.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay, you can see my bushy hair. It was a little bit windy up here today.
I love it.
So yeah, thanks to Nikki for bringing me onto this great platform here. It's a game changer. It's life-changing. I'm absolutely so happy to be here. I had to shut down my own business last year because I just physically couldn't do what I was doing any longer. So I was looking and looking and looking, and I did stumble on a few things, but this is by far the best thing that I have come across. And it's so nice because you don't have to sell it to anybody. You can sit at home and write as many letters as you want. You can, or you can promote it because it's easy, honestly, because it's just such a nice opportunity for people. I just had a lady tonight tell me that her husband is at home staying with the kids because he can't work and she's working and would like to be home as well. But so then for them, like such a wonderful opportunity to be able to just go and write letters, work from home, be with their families. Such a great opportunity. I feel absolutely so blessed to be here. So I just want to say thank you guys, like just Dustin and Lisa, like my goodness, the stuff that you guys are doing for us, like so amazing. We're so blessed. So
Yeah.
thank you, and thank you, Nikki.
You're
It
welcome.
truly, thank you, Lizette, so much for sharing that. It truly is. I explained it today. It's like this basket of stuff that is already out there. Like they were saying, you can go do it, but how do you do it? But they've taken this basket and they've putting all this stuff in it for us, and we can just go, what do we want to do? What piece of the basket do we want, or do we want it all? We can do it all or just a little. So I love it. And then I have Haley. Haley said she's not going to put her screen on because her hair is crazy, but we could all encourage her.
Come on, let's see the hair.
Haley's going to share her story too. Thanks, Haley.
My hair is fabulous. No, I said that I'm a mess, period.
Oh, I'm a mess.
So I ran and I fixed my face. No, thank you for having me, you guys. My name is Haley Keating. I don't know if you guys know my story. If you don't, for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, prior to all of this, like back before COVID, I was actually a pilot. And things kind of went sideways in that direction. Travel got kind of weird. So I wound up taking a step back and I just didn't want any part of it. I was like, you guys go figure out your stuff. I don't want any part of this. Things have gotten kind of weird. And I wound up getting into the online space. And it's just funny because I met Nikki in the online space, one of the most wonderful human beings I had ever known. She changed my perspective on everything when it came to finances. And I started realizing, because I was going through a horrific divorce, COVID had hit. I took a step back from piloting. I was kind of confused about the direction that, had taken hold with my life, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So when I got into the online space and I met Nikki, it changed everything for me. And one door led to another, which led to another, each experience getting better and better and teaching me, more and more and more. And it led me here to Send It. And Send It was like this little hidden gem because the concept has been around for decades. For decades. This is just the first program that Lisa brilliantly put together. I'm surprised no one else did it before, right? That is educating us and is showing us exactly how to do so. Because it's very easy to have your letters rejected if you don't know what you're doing. So I jumped into this. I'll never forget the day that Nikki called me, or actually, I think I had called her. And it was so funny because she was like, okay, Haley, I have to jump off. I'm just getting off to hear about this letter writing thing. People are making like $50 to $75 US an hour. I was like, I'm sorry, what? You're trying to let me go? You dropped that bomb on me? Now you're trying to let me go? I want in. She said, I'm just learning about it. I'm like, okay, well, call me as soon as you learn, you call me because I want to join, right? So like I jumped in instantly, fell in love with it. And throughout the years, one thing I think I really learned about myself is that I fell in love with working with people. I fell in love with breaking people free from old financial perceptions. Meaning, we've been taught to make money one way. We've been taught to make money one way. And for the last 5 years, I feel like I have been making money online untraditionally. It's not something that we're taught, but I have to tell you, it is the most rewarding. And from everybody that I have connected, whether it be to Send It or something else, they have always come back and they're, Haley, thank you. This has completely shifted the way that I see finances. And I mean, we have people in here from all walks of life, you guys. I've got a friend here on the oil fields making more money writing letters than he is in the oil fields. So it just blew me away. Everyone here is so wonderful. We have such a kick-ass team. If I'm allowed to say that word, I'm so sorry. You really, truly do fall in love with them. They become family. And they're always bringing new things, new things coming down the pipeline. They're adding into the mix additional trainings that are way more than I bargained for when I initially joined Send It. So we are growing rapidly. I always tell people, you guys, don't let the start stop you. It's definitely a different form of making money, right? It's definitely a different form, but our dreams are not meant to be tucked in on the pillow when we wake up in the mornings, right? We're not meant to tuck in our dreams and then go and build somebody else's dream. You guys are worthy of having more. And I honestly believe starting something untraditional, starting something online, starting with Send It is such a perfect place to start because 50 to 75 USD per hour. I mean, that's just on average what I've been experiencing my team making. It's just blown me away what people are able to do with that to move themselves forward in life in the capacity and in the direction that they want. So don't let the start stop you. And you never know, you guys, you never know when a simple yes will change everything. So thank you, Nikki. I'm forever grateful that I said yes to you a long time ago.
Oh, thanks, Haley. Thank you for sharing all that. And it's just all so true. And, tomorrow we have our first real training on the trust and how do you function in a trust? How do you become a tax shelter? And that starts tomorrow. And you have to be a member. It's the early adopters get to have the information tomorrow and get to have access to the education. And so if you get in today, you can have that information for you. You can get onto that Zoom call tomorrow, which is literally going to be mind-blowing, altering financially for so many people. So just so that you're aware of that. Dustin, can we take a few questions?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. If anybody has any questions, you can either unmute yourself and feel free. I think we can unmute ourselves or just pop it into the chat and Dustin or Lisa or myself would be happy to help answer them. Or we might have just done an incredible job tonight and might not have questions. We'll see. Does it make a difference if you send weekly or daily?
Nope, doesn't. I've done both. Ultimately, they're going to basically add them up as they come in. So say that just happens to be on a Monday. So anything that has come in since that day, it gets calculated.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it doesn't make a difference. And then LXY Williams has a question. I don't know that we can unmute, but you can type it in there, or if somebody doesn't mind, I don't know how to.
You should be able to
LX
unmute.
LXY Williams, you can unmute if you want to, or you can type it in there. You can either unmute or. Okay.
Is
Yeah,
it trust? Here's,
it-
go ahead.
yeah, is a trust training a monthly fee?
Nope, there's no monthly fee other than 25, but you'll be paying that with another program. So no,
Yeah.
there's no month.
If
There's
you
actually
miss one
no
week,
additional monthly.
if you miss 1 week, do you have to wait the full weeks again? If
No.
you miss 1
Here's
week,
the thing. Say you wrote letters week 1, 2, 3, you took 4 and 5 off, then you wrote 6, 7, 8. You got to your 8th week, you're going to get paid for that first week. Let's just say hypothetically you're not getting the 8th week. So on the 9th week you'd get your letters from week 2. Your 10th week you'd get letters from 3. You didn't write in week 4 or 5, so week 11 and 12 you're not going to probably not going to get a payout, or maybe you would end up with some coins that were kind of trickling in from those first couple weeks, but there would be a gap. And then in 2 weeks after that, then you'd start getting the letters that you sent off on week 6, 7, and 8, basically. So the only time you have a gap in like the coins and the pay is when you take off a week. If you're consistently writing letters and you're consistently sending them out, you will consistently get paid, basically.
yeah. What exactly do you ask these companies to do? What do the letters say?
We're not going to tell you exactly what the letters say because that's what's in the training course. So, but just know it's under 100 words, and it's the same thing on every single card, except for one small line. Every card will have its own special thing on that small line that identifies you, identifies your account, so that you get the credit. The envelope will always say the same. So you can follow instructions. We're going to tell you exactly what to write.
Yep. It's very short, Kim. It's 2 sentences. For those that are doing this in Canada, are you getting regular postage costs to US for 60 letters a day? Or is there a way to reduce postage costs? So we actually mail in Canada. So we're not mailing to the States. We're mailing in Canada. However, we're getting paid in US dollars.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
But
Do
you'll
we
be
have
mailing to a Canadian address.
Yes, to a Canadian address. Yep. Do we have to pay taxes on the money you make on taxes? Do we pay taxes on the money we make on taxes? Is it worth making a business account for this?
Can't be a business account anyways. They won't pay you in a business account. It has to be a personal account. Can't be a trust, can't be a business, can't be a credit union. It has to be a regular, good old fashioned personal bank account with a major banker. Second question, taxes. Well, it depends on where you live. If you live in Canada, from what I understand, it's tax-free. If you live in the United States, you will pay taxes unless you decide to do the trust, where we're going to teach you how to donate all of your winnings to your trust and therefore eliminate your tax liability.
Yep. Do you have to figure out where to send for yourself?
Nope, we tell you exactly what to do. All you have to do is follow the instructions.
If you can follow simple instructions, you can do this. It's so simple. Just seeing if I missed any questions before those. Is the trust available in Canada?
Yes, it is. It's just going to be structured slightly differently. So some of the lessons we're going to have to, you guys will, what I'll end up doing is doing some trainings with Canadians alone with the trust guy. So
Yeah.
I'll have to have him doing maybe a separate training for you guys because it's slightly different process.
Yeah. was, I think, the one question I missed. Let me see if there's another one.
There's one more. at
With the
bottom.
trust, though, if our winnings have to go to a personal account, then how do you get them into the trust?
You donate them. It's an extremely simple process, which we will teach you how to do. But you
Yeah.
are going to donate. And this even works for, say, you work a W-2 job, you then donate the minute your check hits your bank account, you then donate it and you write yourself a receipt and you keep your receipts, but you then donate it directly to your trust and then you live out of your trust. You don't live out of your normal account. You donate that all and then you have the right as the trustee to use your money the way you see fit to benefit the trust. So, and that's all going to be taught.
Is tomorrow class for US or Canada Trust? It's for both. Tomorrow's class is for both. Can you buy one position and have husband and wife write the letters together?
Yeah, of course. You don't need to each. If both you and your husband are writing, you don't have to have two separate classroom trainings. What you will have to do though is have two separate accounts with the casinos. You cannot write for each other and you cannot write for the other. You have to do the writing on your own with your own hand, and it has to be under your own account. So what you guys would want to do is utilize the training and set up your own accounts with the casinos and then do your own writing and kind of monitor each other. Make sure, you know, I always like to say 4 eyes are better than 2, and I don't mean glasses. So I actually mean, you know, you doing the writing, your husband doing the writing, and then send it in for a template review always, always, always. But also every once in a while, just kind of scan their cards as they're stuffing them and make sure they're following their template. And that way you'll never have to worry about, you know, doing an uh-oh, which we've had people like, the template was right, but then I started doing this, or, you know, I saw one earlier that cracked me up. She's like, I was writing my letters and my husband was talking about going to the store and he asked me if I needed shampoo and conditioner. So on one of these lines, I wrote terms and conditioner. And so I thought it was the funniest and the cutest little thing. And she's all, and my husband's like, he was reading it over my shoulder and he realized, honey, you just spelled that wrong. So she had to toss that one, but pretty funny stuff. But yeah, you guys, you don't need 2 accounts to have a classroom, but you will have to have 2 accounts with the casinos to write and each get paid.
Yeah. It is for 18 or older. Somebody just asked that. Yes, you have to be 18 or older. Can you, okay. And then the question was what or where is the Zoom info for the trust training tomorrow? Will it be in the back office? Send it a link, or will send it or a link to it there?
So the trust training tomorrow is slightly different. I will be doing another kind of talk about the trust and what the trust is, but the trust training itself that's happening tomorrow is for paid members of the trust program. So you have to own that program to be able to take part in that specific training. That is with the trust lawyer. So yeah, you do it unfortunately because we do have to pay for his time. That is not a free training, but I will be doing trainings in the future just to kind of at least answer questions on the trust and what it's all about. And no, it will never be in the back office. It will always be in a separate platform, at least for now, until the new website's ready. And then it will be in the back office.
If I understand correctly, you're giving credits for letters that you have to play to cash out, question mark.
Correct. You do have to play it one time, dollar for dollar. But if you follow my teaching, and I will teach you exactly how to convert it. So converting means that I'm going to teach you how to play it the safest way and the least likely that you would lose even $1. Now, can I promise you're not going to lose $1? Absolutely not. Because I can't stand over your shoulder and make sure you're doing exactly what I teach you. What I can teach you is the exact process that enabled me to cash out more money than I should have last year and has allowed tons of people in our community to cash out more than they were supposed to. They're not getting paid just $5 a letter. We've had people that literally have doubled their conversion. So just hitting, you know, jackpots. But I will teach you how to convert it safely so that you should be in that 90 to 96%. Most games are 90 to 96%. So if you follow my teachings, you should be able to cash out a minimum of that.
Is there a benefit for us paper letter Senate members already to sign up for the trust program tomorrow, or is it okay to do it a couple of months from now?
You can do it whenever you like. That's not going anywhere. So every Wednesday we're going to do trainings. So whenever you're ready but let me tell you this, every week that you hold off is money you have to pay taxes on. So if you got your trust set up and in the next week or two, and then you start donating to your trust in the next week or two, whether it's this job or it's another job or it's a W-2 job or whatever the case is, that money becomes sheltered and you no longer have to pay taxes on it. So it's up to you on how much money you want to continue to pay taxes on. The bottom line is once you have donated the money to your trust, it is no longer an income and therefore it cannot be taxed. It is an asset to the trust. And so you determine if you want to keep paying 25, 40% and wait a few months, or you get it now, get your butt into a trust and start donating all your money and save that 25 to 40% in your own pocket. I wished I'd have done it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
If I could go back in time, I don't know why I didn't hear about it all those years ago. And it's funny because when we got it, my husband started talking to his friends that are wealthy. I'm from the Bay Area, so there's a lot of wealth in the Bay Area. And my husband started talking to all his friends because we were going to send these people Kevin's way because we were so impressed by the whole experience. And lo and behold, 2/3 of the people he's talking about are like, dude, where you been? I've been living in a trust for 10 years or 20 years or whatever. And my husband's like, how are we so late to the game? And I'm like, well, at least we've been invited. So at least we're there now. That's all that matters. So.
Yeah. It's
So
what the wealthy do.
The
Yeah,
link
absolutely.
to if you're already a member, there's a link in your back office in your homepage. It says send it trust. Click that. That's where you go to pay. It'll take you after you pay to where you could create in the account in our school, which has all the lessons, and that's how you do it. So it's in your back office is where you find that.
Yeah. And someone just said, okay, where do you get your supplies? You can get them off Amazon. You can go to Staples, any store that has
Go
this
to
kind
lesson
of
5.
stuff. Lesson 5 will tell you. Yep.
Lesson 5 will even give you links
Yes.
of what to buy. So you don't even have to overthink it. You literally just go to lesson 5. It'll tell you
click. Yep.
exactly what to buy and literally put them each in your cart and order them, and Amazon will do their thing. They'll be there in a day or two, and you can keep going through your training until all the supplies get there.
Yeah. For Canadians, will we receive a T4 for income? If you're talking about from Send It income, yes, you will. That's from Send It. You will receive a T4. And we don't
But,
have to claim in
by
Canada.
the way, if you live in a trust,
Yes.
our company, by the way, is being put into a trust. So when we put our company, we put Send It Academy into a trust, and you happen to be one of those people that gets put into a trust, that's trust to trust. It's 100% a private transaction that nobody sees. The bank's not allowed to report on it because the trust is a non-reporting entity and they are not allowed by law to report it based on the laws. So if you are living in a trust and our company is in a trust and we're paying you, you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Even when it comes to the money that we're paying you as an affiliate, because you're still going to be paid from a trust into your trust as an affiliate. And now you don't have to worry about being taxed on it.
This is mind blowing. Like, why didn't we have this information before? This is crazy to me. So somebody says, I have a living trust with my home in it. Would I keep it in that trust and just live out of the irrevocable trust?
Depends on what kind of living trust you have. If you have a revocable trust, you will want to move it. If you have it in some kind of form of private or an irrevocable trust, then you can keep it there. But here's the thing, if it's in a regular revocable trust, it is still subject to probate. So when you pass, your beneficiaries will have to pay taxes on it. If you put it in an irrevocable trust and you quit claim it over to your irrevocable trust, it no longer has to go through probate because your beneficiaries or your successor trustees automatically take possession of it.
Amazing.
So you will no longer, your kids won't have to pay the probate and the fees that go along with that.
Wow. So it costs you just $25 to get signed up. No, Dustin explained it's $199 one-time fee. to get started, and then $25 a month is your membership.
It's $224.99 the first month, and then $25 a month from there on out. And that $25 a month gets you access to a lot of good stuff. So it
So
gets you
much
access
stuff.
to all of the free programs, all of the free trainings. It gets you access to our app. It gets you access to when there's a terms and services. We literally, with the new app, can push a button and it's going to kick out those terms of services so that you're not writing something wrong that they now changed in their terms. So it allows us to communicate with everybody that may not be on Facebook or may not be able to make all of our meetings, but we will now be able to kick you out something so that we make sure that you're always taken care of. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we decided to get the app, is we wanted that connection with everyone, not just a few.
Yeah, I do got to run though, ladies.
Thanks, Dustin.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Have a great night.
All right.
Yeah, I think we went through everything. There was a couple duplicate questions, but I think we went through everything. Once Audra says, so if you make $10,000, you use those coins to play games that whenever you win gets converted. Correct. And then
You're
she
not
said
going to get 10,000 at one time. You're going to get those in increments.
Yeah.
So yes, but you have to pay them through one time and one time only. And it's very important that you follow my training. Do not overplay your coins. That's how you lose them.
it's simple. It's very simple training. It really is.
So I pounded it, and I will continue to pound it in everyone's heads on
Yeah.
exactly how to do that.
Exactly. I hear a lot of money, income, education. That's valuable. It is. It's so valuable here. So much education here. And I think that's it. Plus the $20. Yeah, somebody's just answering a question there. That's it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa, for joining us. I'm just going to stop my recording here.
I'm going to jump off as well. You guys have a blessed day.